What's up, weebs? Jordan here. So, Kaiju number 8, chapter 40 is released. I just got finished reading it, and today, in this video, I'm gonna give you guys my reactions, my initial thoughts, everything involving Kaiju number 8 right now, not just this chapter. I wanted to slightly touch on what I think Kaiju number 8 is right now, where I see it going forward, potential anime in the future, possibilities. We're gonna get into it with Kaiju number 8. I love this series, and I love talking about it. So, with that being said, let's get into the video. So, where we are right now in Kaiju number 8 is we're getting more introduced to new characters. We have I'm gonna read his name. Jin Narumi, who is the first division captain. He's sort of like a typical, like, good-looking, fan servicey type shonen character, but he's got a pretty interesting personality. He's like he's considered to be the strongest of the anti-kaiju combatants. Right now where we're at, she just got recently put into the first division, so she's getting introduced to all the new characters. We have Kafka, who is still imprisoned after his big battle with like the head of the kaiju defense forces. There's a lot of really interesting things going on right now. Mainly in this chapter, what I took away from it is just getting to know Jin more, getting to know his character. He's potentially going to be a pretty big player going forward. He's the type of person who is all about like online status. There's a pretty funny part where, like, in the paper it showed the kaiju that they just defeated, and it shows a big picture of Captain Ashiro, and he's super jealous about it. So just that right there, his personality, he's a very jealous, like, goofy type person, but then, like, on a dime he can flip, and he's really serious. And like I said, he's considered to be the strongest anti-kaiju combatant, so he's gonna be a pretty big, interesting character going forward in the Kaiju number 8 series. So in this chapter, basically what happens is we get Kikuro, we get Jin. They have this meeting with Kikuro's dad, who is the leader of the Japanese Defense Forces, and basically, in a nutshell, they are putting Kafka into the first division with Kikuro, with Jin, with all these new characters. We're gonna probably get introduced to some new anti-kaiju combatants. We're gonna get introduced to a lot of really interesting characters. I have a good feeling about this, and I like where the story's going right now. As soon as it revealed that Kafka was Kaiju number 8 to everybody, I had this like nervousness with this series because I've invested a lot of time into it, reading it, and I want to talk about it more on the channel because I actually really like it. But as early as they kind of showed that he is a kaiju when it was supposed to be a big secret, to me that sort of showed that maybe this series isn't going to be as long running. Maybe there's going to be some potential of it being kicked out of Shonen Jump, but it's not actually in the magazine, it's on the app. So I don't think right now too many of those get actually like put out of the app. I think it's mainly if that's more of the magazine. I think going forward there's a lot of potential for Kaiju number 8 to get an anime in the future. I mean, a lot of the sales are always really good. A lot of people really like it online. A lot on Twitter. I follow a bunch of Kaiju number 8 pages. There's a lot of interactions. There's a lot of talk about it and just what it is, how the story goes. This is a little different take on the shonen protagonist. Kafka's basically a main shonen protagonist who didn't achieve his dreams when he was a kid, and now he's getting a second chance, and it's about monsters, kaiju, so that's really hype. Going forward, especially after this chapter where Kafka is getting introduced into the new first division with Kikuro being put in there as well, I just have this really good feeling that there's going to be a lot of potential moving forward with new characters, new story developments, because we have Kaiju number 9 and number 10 who have both shown themselves, with Kaiju number 9 being the one that transforms into a human, and then we have Kaiju number 10 who literally dropped that bomb on all of them. So right now, where we are getting introduced to new characters, putting ourselves in this situation where Kafka is going to be basically defending him as a human, because they right now view him as a kaiju, and it is his goal to survive. He literally says that it is his goal to prove to everybody that he is not Kaiju number 8. He is Kafka, and he is who he is. He doesn't want to be defined by those powers, but you know, in the story, it's a twist of fate. They're the only reason that he is where he's at right now. So it's a pretty interesting story right now in Kaiju number 8 that I highly recommend that you check out. It's freaking rad. I love Kaiju number 8. And like I said, I really hope they do an anime. That's going to be super fun to watch. I got a really good feeling about the potential of that series as an anime. I just feel like as a whole, it would appeal to way more people as an anime just because of like the kaiju action, their actions with the power suits, the story, where it's going. It's not too crazy where like it wouldn't like confuse people or anything, or just overall, it's like the perfect package for a shonen series. If you read the new chapter and you have any thoughts, opinions, let me know down below. I'd really appreciate it. If you guys are not already, there's a subscribe button down below me. Make sure and hit the subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Leave a like if you like Kaiju number 8. I would also really appreciate that. Okay, I am gonna get out of here. I will see you next time. Peace.